Man, I hope I look better than last year's interview. I'm looking rough in last year's.
My name is Quinton Heck.
My name's Quinton Heck. My name's Quinton Heck.
It is November 7th, 2023, the 3rd of November.
It's November 26, 2025.
This is my second year on YouTube interview.
And this is my third yearly interview on YouTube.
1,023 subscribers. 4,577 subscribers.
I have 15,330 subscribers. Wow. We had 4,000 last year. We came far this year, guys.
I have 179,754 YouTube views. 813,264 views.
2,513,668 views.
8,392 Instagram followers. 8,272 Instagram followers.
I have 8,191 Instagram followers. I just keep going down. Honestly, I've completely given up on Instagram. I don't even have it half of the year, to be honest. Maybe one day when I do YouTube full time, I'll focus on Instagram, but
Maroon, probably maroon.
My favorite color is still maroon. Hasn't changed. I'm doing this interview because I think it's cool to answer the question not knowing what your previous version of yourself said. And it'd be cool one day to just look back, on the first year interview and see how far I've come after 1 year and then see how far I've come after 20 years, Long story short, I saw Billie Eilish do it and I thought it was cool. So here we are.
My most viral video was the 7-day water fast I did. I think that video is at 23,000 views now, which is by far more than any other video that I have. So that video is now at 317,000 views. So that is still my most viral video.
I can't believe that video was at not even 1 million last year. It's a big year this year. My most viral video is still the 7-day water fast. It is now at 1.5 million views. I think the most viral video I made this year was the I Did David Dobrik's 75-day fitness challenge. I started that like January 1st this year because I wanted to, get more fit. And so I made a video about it after trying the whole David Dobrik Zila app. And that one's at 4,198 views. So that's more realistic than what my channel actually gets. My most viral short it's actually a short of the I got a job on the ship video of like how to abandon ship, I guess. It's got 31,000 views.
If you could eat anything right now, anything in the world, what would it be?
I'm not gonna fucking say that.
The ship's sinking, we all get in and drop in the water. We also have an FRC, which is a fast rescue boat, and this boat's used to rescue anyone that has fallen overboard. And since we have to work on this boat every week, it's a little too close to the edge for my taste.
How much money did I make last year? I feel like it's gonna get to a point where I probably won't disclose this at some point in my life, but this year I will.
None. I've made 11 bucks this year, and that was from Amazon affiliate marketing. So I made $1,327.88 on YouTube. And on Amazon affiliate, I've made $144.30. I've made $5,686.58 on YouTube. And I also made $717.95 on Amazon affiliate links. And I think I got paid for a few brand deals throughout the year. That's actually crazy because I didn't feel like I made that much on YouTube this year. So seeing last year's kind of crazy. The most famous person in my phone is my girlfriend. She has a health account. Actually, you know what? I do have someone more famous than you. I have Kyle Nicholas is a pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I have his phone number. So that's actually pretty cool.
The most famous person I have in my phone is Kyle Nicholas, a pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He's a pretty cool guy, so check him out.
Mr. Beast. I like Danny Gonzalez.
My favorite YouTuber right now is probably Papa Meat. That guy is hilarious. I really like Danny Duncan. I only watch Cody Ko when I'm eating lunch. Yeah, I still watch Mr. Beast. A lot of people don't like him, but I feel like he's the #1 subscribed YouTuber. So like, maybe you don't like his content, but there's definitely something you can take from watching his videos. Like I usually watch his videos to see how he keeps people engaged because my engagement rate, could always be better. Oh, and Ryan Trahan. Ryan Trahan's great. Yeah, I would love to meet every single one of them, to be honest. I think it'd be really cool, like if we went, I don't know, just hanging out with these guys. I think that'd be cool. Danny Duncan, like how could you not have fun hanging out with him? Cody Ko, I'd like to like go golf with him or something. Papa Meat, I want to sit around a fire and kind of listen to just him talk. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't think I read any books this year. I don't think I read one book. I listened to a few audio books, but Primal Branding, The Little Red Book of Selling. I listened to the YouTube Formula again. Good Energy by Casey Means, that's a great book. I don't know if I mentioned that previously, but you should definitely read that book. The Lords of Easy Money is a great book. It's like about the Federal Reserve. It's very boring for anyone who doesn't care, but honestly, it kept me intrigued and showed me kind of how money works and how people kind of control money, so that's pretty cool. But no, I didn't read any books, but I listened to a lot of books while I was working on the ship because I would just have headphones in and, The biggest thing that happened in my career this year, hitting 15,000 subs is pretty crazy. I think that was the goal I made last year was 15,000 subs. And last year I didn't hit the goal. So that's pretty cool to hit my goal. But honestly, most importantly, I got married in June. I'm officially a married man as of June 12th. So that's probably the biggest thing that's happened all year outside of my career. We went to a couple cool places this year. We went to Italy for the honeymoon. We just got back from Ireland, which is a video coming out soon. We lived in a van, traveled around Ireland. That was fun. But career-wise, I mean, the biggest thing that happened was probably 15,000 subs. Hitting my goal of 15,000 subs was probably the biggest thing in my career. I don't know, 100,000 view video is a pretty big deal. Getting monetized on YouTube is a pretty big deal. Making my first $1,000 on YouTube. So I guess it's been a pretty big year, actually, now that I think about it. You know what? I hit 1 million views on a video, which is actually crazy. So for this year, my craziest, most impressive, what's the question? What was the question? Oh, the biggest thing to happen in my career this year was having 1 million view video. Without a doubt, that's the coolest thing ever. I can't believe I didn't remember that actually. 1 million views on a video is crazy. I mean, that's nuts. That's a lot of people. Did I get more confident this year? I'm finally starting to see myself get a little bit more comfortable talking to the camera, which has taken me 3 years to accomplish. I can pretty quickly now turn on a camera and talk to it like it's a person, because as time goes on, I stop seeing a camera and I start seeing you guys watching the video, and I just feel like I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, I'm definitely way more confident than I am last year. And to be honest, my next feat is to try to record in public without being obnoxious, because there's so many things you can do in public, so many challenges you can do in public, but what I end up doing is just holding my phone like this, because I'm nervous. I don't want anyone to feel like I'm shoving a camera in their face. So hopefully by next year I'm more confident recording in public, but I'm definitely more confident talking to the camera this year. I think I'm a little bit better at talking to the camera. I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you think? Am I better at talking to the camera, or? You're a lot better now, dude. You look like a dweeb. But do I think I'm successful? I think I kind of remember what I said last year, but yeah, I'm gonna say yes, pretty confidently this year, because to be 26, to be married to your best friend, to live in a house that I'm looking at, to have a loving family, a YouTube channel that pays me any kind of money, like the fact that it even pays me more than $1 is crazy. Having a job that pays as much as mine does, I am successful. Now, that being said, I'm gonna keep going, if that makes sense. I think I'm successful, but I think I could be more successful, And I've always thought, like, when does the line get drawn? Like when is the line drawn? Yeah, I think I am successful, but I'm gonna keep aiming higher, basically.
I want to say no. I do not think I'm successful, but in 10 years, I could have 50 million subs and I would still say I'm not successful just because I always want to get better. Yeah, I think I'm successful. I have a good career. I have fun making YouTube videos and I have a good family and friends, so I would consider that successful. I don't think I'm successful enough. I feel like that could be a double-edged sword though, because I'll probably always be chasing success until I'm buried.
That's crazy because I feel like the older I get, the more wiser I am. And it's crazy that 2 years ago I said, no, I'm not successful. Last year I said, I think I'm successful. And now I'm like, yeah, I am successful. So I'm curious what I'm going to say next year.
15,000 subs and $100 a month. That's how I would define being successful on YouTube next year.
We hit both of those. We hit 15,000 subs and we were making more than $100 a month. I want to be consistently making $1,000 a month on YouTube. And the original goal was going to be 25,000, but everybody on my YouTube community voted 50,000. So supposedly 50,000 will be the successor for next year. It's actually crazy to see how fast the money has gone up with YouTube. I really don't mind sharing the money because obviously the more money you make, the more people have to judge, you know what I mean? But like I've worked hard for this, and whoever you are watching this video, you could do it too. You know what I mean? It's not like something that I was born into, I got lucky. So is it easy? No, but anyone could do that. My sister right now is growing a YouTube channel. She works 10, 15 hours at Chipotle, goes to school all day for college, and she's still pumping out YouTube videos, and she's 18, 19. So I don't mind sharing the money because you could make it as well. I also just realized that my shoes in the frame, and these are my lounging around the house shoes or interview shoes. So don't judge me, they're very comfy.
Never. Yeah, never. I'm not recognized in public. It would be kind of cool have people be like, oh my gosh, that's Quinton, but
never recognized in public. I can't wait till I honestly fantasize about the first time I'm recognized because that's gonna be the coolest thing ever. Funny story, my wife now has an Instagram, I think I've mentioned in one of these videos, but it's more like recipes, health, lifestyle, stuff like that. And she made a viral video about a cottage cheese buffalo chicken dip or something. Got like 8 million views on Instagram Reels. There's been a few times where people are like, yeah, I saw this really good cottage cheese buffalo chicken dip video on Instagram. And she's like, is it this one? And they're like, yeah. And so she's actually been recognized more than I have, which is crazy. But I don't know, put that video up somewhere. If you've seen it, comment down below, because that would be crazy. What was my lowest point of the year? I don't really think I had a low point of the year, really. And I'm grateful for that. I was so busy this whole year that there really was no time for like, I don't like using the word depressed, but like, you know, when sometimes you just wake up and you're like, I don't want to do anything. Sometimes I describe it as boredom. Sometimes I'm like, why am I editing this video? It's not good, no one's gonna view it. And whether that's depression or boredom, I never really had any of that this year because I was just so busy, which I think is why I like being busy, because stress is a good feeling for me. So I've been overly stressed all year, but I really never had a low point. I mean, it's been a crazy year. I went to a bunch of weddings. A lot of my friends got married. We had a ton of fun at the weddings. We probably had too much fun at the weddings. We got married. We had definitely too much fun at our wedding. We did so many things. I really didn't have a low point. I would just say stress was at an all-time maximum this year. I do want to say one thing. I guess the lowest point was how I felt after my dog passed away, because I found out after this video of last year's interview. And that was probably my lowest point. Keep was he was a good dog. Every day. I feel it every day. I literally wake up, especially these last 2 weeks, I feel pressure every single day. The pressure to make more money, the pressure to get out of debt, the pressure to make YouTube videos, the pressure to do better at work, the pressure to get more cars for the business. I feel it every day. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. I think I need to find a balance. I think that's the bad thing, because the pressure bleeds over into family time, and sometimes we'll sit here and watch a movie and I'm on my phone. God knows what I'm doing, right? I need to be able to turn it off and say, you know what? Nothing can be done right now.
let's just hang out with my wife or my family. Oh Lord, what is 1 year ago Quinton about to say to me? Congrats on being married and make more money. That is so weird hearing yourself from last year saying congrats on being married. But that's pretty cool. What advice would I give myself a year ago? What have we gone through this year? You know what? I don't really have any good advice for you last year, dude. Because I've made a lot of mistakes this year, right? I may have spent a little too much on a credit card to go to a country. I may have done a little bit extra for the wedding, financial wise. I may have taken some days off where I should be working, but you know what? I think that's all part of it. You know what I mean? Like, I got married, left the country twice, went to a bunch of weddings. I think it's just all part of the experience. Well, now I need a new phone. I don't really have any advice for that guy last year. I think he did pretty good. A pretty good year. What would I say to myself in a year? I'm gonna say, hey, what the fuck? Hey man, I hope you hit that 50K that your sub said you had to hit. Maybe you don't let your subscribers pick your next sub goal. Hopefully you got your debt paid off. Congratulations on paying all your debt off. That's a big deal. That's pretty cool. And what did you end up deciding to go for out of the country? Where'd you end up deciding to go? So just remember, you don't have to be stressed all the time. It's easy for me to say out loud, but actually doing it is kind of difficult. So I'll just say it to my future self, and maybe he can figure it out at that point. In 5 years from now, what does that make me? 31. 5 years from now, I'll be 31. And when I'm 31, I want to be doing YouTube full time. I want a kid or two. And I want a house. The biggest person I collab with, I haven't really collabed with anyone, probably my wife. I wouldn't even consider that a collab, really. I haven't really collabed with anyone. I think this question's gonna be cooler in like 5 years when I have some when I have cool collaborations like with like a big time creator. But right now I'm still young, so it'd be a waste of their time to collab with me. That's just how it is. I gotta work myself up and earn it before I collab with anyone. The biggest brand I worked with is definitely, without a doubt, MusicBed. MusicBed made me my own playlist. MusicBed has my own webpage. They've given me a free subscription. They have really taken me under their wing a few months ago, way before I was at 15,000. So that's pretty cool of them. So speaking of that, if you want to check out my playlist that they made for me, that's down below if you want to look at that. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, MusicBed's the biggest brand I worked with this year. And I worked with other ones. I have one, a company called Choose Muse, which is like a headband. It looks like a Naruto headband, but it measures your blood flow in your brain and your electrosynapses or whatever. That was a cool brand. I think those are the only two I have this year. I think I'm gonna try to dial back the brand deal. I did get a brand deal offer from Hey Dudes. They wanted me to go to a concert in Charleston with a free pair of Hey Dudes and sport it there, which would have been insane because I love Hey Dudes. So I was at a buddy's wedding instead, which is perfectly fine, but it still would have been pretty cool to do that. Well, I had one brand deal, Fan Cydia. They gave me a free jersey and I gave them a shout out on the podcast. So that was my one brand deal. And that was awesome. That felt great. Actually, they used that clip on a ad on Instagram, like a Facebook ad, and it was going to a lot of my buddies. And they would send it to me and be like, "This is you. What the hell is this?" Yeah, I didn't have any brand deals this year. I mean, I definitely have gotten more offers than I have in the past. But like I was saying, they're not really the kind I'm looking for.
I think I have the Hey Dudes on in this video, actually. So yeah, no, the brand deal emails come in all the time now, actually, which is another cool thing to look at. But random products, though, they obviously haven't looked at my channel. All these brands just, it's cheaper for them to mass send out free products and have them make videos about it. I mean, I got one for dipping sauce the other day. What video is that gonna fit into? You know what I mean? So yeah, they come all the time, and I need to not accept ones that don't really mesh. Is there anything new I'm hoping to do next year? I want to leave the country again. I'm thinking Costa Rica, United Kingdom for Christmas maybe. I don't really know yet, but I'd like to leave the country. Honestly, I'm just hoping my life slows down. I've just been trying to catch up since the wedding, and I'm hoping like January 1st, I am caught up on everything and I'm just working and making YouTube videos. That's kind of what I hope for next year. Can I see what I said last year? Maybe I'll jog some help.
I would like to collab with someone. So if anyone's watching this and they want to collab with me, I don't know, email me, shoot me a message on Instagram.
All right, so I guess anything new next year was collab, which I didn't really end up doing anyway. So I don't really care about collabing. You know what? The cool collabs will come. I just like making videos. Honestly, I like talking to you guys. Like, I got a bunch of comments this year and I answer every single comment to the fact where people are commenting on the fact that I'm answering comments and that people think that it's an AI bot. It's cool to have people truly engage and tell me a bunch of stories about their fasts and stuff and other things than any collab ever, you know what I mean? Besides maybe Danny Duncan, that'd be pretty cool.
Well, it's maps, because I drove from a job, so it's maps. But second is YouTube, and not far behind it, 2.5 hours on YouTube, 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 50 minutes on Instagram. So YouTube or Instagram, I really hope it's on Instagram. So last week's average was 5 hours and 55 minutes a day, and my most used app was Instagram. And my second most used app was YouTube, and then Safari.
My most used app this last week was Messages. I was on there for 1 hour and 36 minutes. My next app was Safari for 1 hour and 35 minutes. And then Instagram for 42 minutes, and Amex for 36 minutes, and then Maps, Turo, YouTube. And I'm averaging 2 hours and 46 minutes a day. What am I doing on Messages for 1 hour and 36 minutes? All right, so I really improved that. You know, I'm not wasting my time away on reels and stuff, so that's good. I think this is another question that's gonna be better answered later down the line of my YouTube career, because I don't really get fan gifts, right? I guess the coolest thing would be everyone sharing their stories with me on their fasting. I've got a lot of stories about like how people lost weight and healed their guts and all that stuff, so that's probably the coolest fan gifts that I've gotten this last year.
1,000 in balloons that my fiance got me when I hit 1,000 subs.
I finally got rid of those balloons. Hardest day of my life. My roommate at the time and my wife, they sat me down right there and they were like, you gotta get rid of these balloons, dude. But it would've been cool to have the 1,000 up when I hit 10,000 because they just add another balloon. Now there's nothing up there.
Biggest thing I've been struggling with, I have a hard time recording in public. Finding a niche for my channel. I know that if I can find a niche and make videos in my niche that I'll blow up faster, but I just like so many things that it's hard to find a niche.
Time. I feel like my to-do list is never ending, and I can't catch up on things like getting insurance, getting car insurance, getting dental insurance, 401k, savings account. Like, it's just YouTube video, new job, wedding, somebody else's wedding. I feel like I was just never caught up in life. Car maintenance, Lord have mercy, car maintenance never ends. So, I mean, that's what I struggle with this year. Balancing time.
Biggest achievement on YouTube was the 1,000 subs and the 23,000 view viral video. Personally, it's my first year out of school. I got a big boy job, benefits and all. I ran a race, and I hate running, so I ran a 10K. Went to Iceland. That's a big achievement for me. I've been wanting to go to Iceland since like 2018. So the 300,000 view video, making $1,000 is a big achievement. Personally, I got engaged, so that was pretty big, and I have an even better job now So a lot of big things happen this year, making money and multiple streams of income. It's a pretty big deal to be able to make, even though it's only a little bit of change, to make money doing something you love to do. So thank you to you guys watching this. You guys make that possible. So
15,000 subs and a 1 million view video, which is still crazy to me. Also getting married. That was a pretty big thing. That was pretty cool. I had a really fun time. Probably the most fun I ever had in my life was getting married to my best friend. I don't know if you guys know this, but we've been together for over 10 years, since 2013. So, pretty big deal.
goals for next year, 5,000 subs, be monetized. That's my goals for next year. My goals for next year are probably 15,000 subs, $100 a month, and a collab. I think a collab would be a good goal to have.
Yeah, I mean, we hit everything besides the collab, but I really don't even care about the collab anymore, so that's good. So my goals for next year is $1,000 a month, 50,000 subs, and to completely be out of debt. No more debt. That's my goals for next year.
Message to anyone wanting to be a YouTuber. Make 100 videos. Making money on YouTube is extremely simple, but it's not easy. The hard part is doing it. So if you just want to boil it down to one word, consistency. Make 100 videos. I mean, I haven't even made 100 videos yet. You know, I'm at like 70, 75, right? And look how far I've come. I mean, you're just naturally gonna get better at talking to the camera. You're gonna get better at editing. You're gonna get better at doing things if you just get 1% better with every video, right? Keep making videos, that's literally it. Use your phone, record videos, make them, put them out there. And also, if you're making videos right now and you're editing it and you feel like it's not a good video, post it anyway. Who cares? Just post it. It does not matter. Because the fast video I wasn't gonna post because I thought it was bad. I thought who would care? And that's my highest earning, highest view video that I have on my channel. So make stuff and keep posting. It's the same thing as last year. I mean, once you make 100 videos, like real videos, then you can kind of look back and kind of really, really get detailed on other things. But for the beginning, just keep making videos, really. So this year, I'm gonna shout out my wife, Logan. If you look her up on Instagram, @TheEarthlyBalance, she does recipes, wellness videos. She has a blog where she posts everything on her website. And now she's so good at making Instagram reels that she's actually surpassed me. I actually asked her how to do things on Instagram, which makes me feel extremely old. The other person I want to shout out is my younger sister, who opened up a YouTube channel. She is starting to get that itch that I have for YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, even though I always push YouTube. But check out her YouTube channel. And shout out to my little brother as well, but he doesn't do content. He is in the Navy and does things that I can't tell you. And I'm not joking about that. So good luck finding him. You know who else I want to get one more shout out to? Someone @Planes3333. I don't know his name, but he has over 132 comments on the channel. So, Planes, keep doing you, man. I really appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys watching this if you're still here. And I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go eat some food. Man, that's crazy doing these every year. I'm glad I'm still doing these. Whew. I think the lighting's gonna be different because I started with the sun up and now the sun's down, but whatever. Peace.